All right, hello everyone, and this time I can actually say it. Welcome back, because hey, it's me again, the dude from yesterday who ran the 2D Metal Gear games. Today we're gonna come back with a second block of Metal Gear. My name is hau5test. Hello everyone, and we're gonna start with Metal Gear Solid 2, played on the normal difficulty. With me today on comms I have Metal Gear Solid. How's it going?
I'm okay.
Awesome, and I also got Valeria Chan with me.
Hello, I'm Valeria Chan. I'm commentating with Metal Gear Solid, and I'm also fine.
Awesome. All right, let's get ready and let's get this one started in 3, 2, 1, action. All right.
Friendly reminder that this story is fictional.
Yeah,
Yes,
remember that.
And characters are also fictional, which I don't believe in because I think David Hayter is real.
It's true. It's yeah. When you get introduced to a character, you get to see their voice actor's name in parentheses, which is incidentally their real name. I mean, what?
What? They must be real.
To be fair, Snake's name is David, but I digress.
Yes. We're now on the tanker, and you saw how it's just shooting emptying his magazine. That's actually preparation for a new skip that has been found just how much, like 2 months
3
back?
months ago, at the beginning of the year.
It's been a hot second now, yeah.
Yeah, 2-3 months ago, which we'll see that skip later, but we need a magazine for that, which we will get by just shooting out our magazine basically.
Yep.
And it saves us a bunch of time, but as I just said, we'll get to that later. We will now mainly just navigate through the tanker to get to the Olga boss fight, which is just in the next room, where it's also pretty much RNG depending if she goes on the left side or right side, where his threat slightly changes. And
Where are we going?
Oh,
Okay,
good
let's
start.
Olga.
left side?
Does she loop
There's our
though? That's the
magazine.
question.
What does she want to do? Is she going to loop? Is she going to just be evil? I don't know. Oh,
I think it works. Let's see.
oh.
Yep, we got the loop going.
Yep,
Let's
all
go.
right,
No
we got the loop.
cutscene.
Sweet.
Got the loop.
Cutscenes and yeah.
That's the fight.
Let's go. Yeah, no. So if she goes right side, you definitely have a cutscene playing there where she talks about stuff.
Her parents.
Yeah, she talks about stuff, and it's not too much of a bummer if you have that. If you have that cutscene, it loses you like about 10 seconds.
Dap drop? No dap drop.
Ah, no drop.
Not that job.
Yeah, it's
Dang.
sometimes like an animation cancel where you immediately fall down without the animation.
It's frame perfect, I think, and even with turbo, it's not guaranteed.
Yep.
I think it's actually easier without turbo.
I have seen it more often than not without turbo for some reason. Even I've done it more often without turbo. It's so weird.
That's not what I want to happen.
He said no.
He didn't felt like
Unfortunately,
holding his
on
arms
this
up.
difficulty, alerts carry through transitions. I'm like very easy. So.
Yep. I'm gonna specifically
That is-
take an alert here because I want to have the guards in the next room out of my way. They're all moving to the right because that's where I should be moving next, but as we'll see, doing the Prozac skip, I'm going left.
Yes, so that was the
Hopefully we don't
thing.
have to do backup down here.
That was the thing I was talking about.
That's
we
right.
can-
Nice.
That's right. Let's
That's
go.
what we want. That's what we
Nice.
want.
So that's the Prozac skip by going into first-person view and throwing an item. It can be any throwable item. It can be a grenade. It can be a magazine. In our case, it is a magazine. Snake's hitbox extends, like it gets bigger and touches the load zone, the load trigger on the other side of the door, which is how we can save 30 seconds and skip the entirety of the engine room.
Yep.
Really unfortunate that we need the USP to break the Semtex, otherwise we wouldn't be fighting Olga at all.
Yeah. So we could go immediately down there if you needed to.
So at this time,
Oh, that's true.
skipping Olga is not possible.
Yeah. I gotta take care of these guys and then just go through the door here.
But hey, if you do find this way to skip Olga, guess what? There's a bounty for you.
Yeah.
There's a
That's a
bounty
sequence
for
break.
skipping Olga?
There's a bounty for a
For
sequence
finding-
break, and
Yeah,
that would
sequence
count.
break and back skip.
Oh.
Alright, time for guard rush.
All right, so we're just gonna, you know, pew 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 them all to death. It's nothing too complicated, rather straightforward. And...
Ah, come on, he's hiding.
There are a few guards you want to prioritize, like that guy right behind that box, who is now dead. That's basically the first guy you want to actually prioritize, just because of the way he can hide. Then there was this guy who was just standing on the right, and the last three guys, they just kind of go in a row there. You just like headshot them in a well-timed rhythm.
We get the ladder glitch, which there's so many ways of doing this, but I was going to do the quick variant, which doesn't involve any PPKs. That was pretty smooth, actually. Well done.
Thank you.
There's a thing that the camera stays on top of the ladder still, and you basically have to navigate through that entire hold one by just looking at your minimap.
Yeah, luckily the radar is there.
Yes. On hold 2 we wanna switch the projector, so all the guards look to the right, and we wanna hold like 3 of them up. So none of them sees us.
There you go.
Alright, so we're going for 2-spot camera here. So for whatever reason, when this game is put into a 16:9 layout like this, the hitbox also gets stretched a little. You can do that. And yeah, we totally saw the Marines logo there, right?
Absolutely. Have you not seen it?
I've
definitely
seen it.
Yeah, it's right there. Okay, cool. Yep.
Yeah.
There you go.
And we're out of here.
Look,
that's
Otacon.
That's a tanker.
Otacon says
saw
we
it.
have
That's
it.
good enough for me.
Yeah, and what Otacon says is like true.
534 for tanker. Yeah, 534 for tanker is definitely a good finish. I had the world record at 539, and then at the start of the week I was grinding out a little bit, and it's currently at 530. So yeah, that's not bad. It's quite good.
Okay, so now we're in the plant section, and we're still playing a snake.
Solid
but like,
snake.
No,
I feel lied to.
Roy Campbell called him Snake, so it has to be Snake. Though he did kind of color his hair, right? Like maybe it's just that.
He lost some weight too. He looks super skinny.
Yeah.
Maybe he's not feeling too well, or maybe he's just on a diet, some kind of that. Maybe.
I don't know.
And we'll see, but he has been called Snake, so it has to be Snake, right?
There are 6 snakes in MGS in the MGS canon.
Are there more snakes in this Metal Gear Solid canon than Goku's in Dragon Ball? That's the real question.
No. I don't think you could compete with the number of Gokus that exist.
Yeah, I think there are more there.
Oh yes,
Lucky Ration.
We see a thing in the lower right corner which says turbo on. You can imagine that as some kind of auto clicker. To basically skip through dialogue and skip through cutscenes by just holding down your button instead of pressing it manually all the time.
Yeah.
It goes easier on your hands, and depending on what difficulty you play, at the end there's a torture sequence where you have to mash your triangle or your Y button, and without turbo that can be on like higher difficulties, it can be really exhausting. Yeah, which, from what I understood, is the main reason why we did that.
Yeah, that was its original purpose.
Yeah.
Unlike the MGS1 Turbo, there was never any limitation put on it onto which buttons you could put on it. So in MGS1, for example, you can only use it on the X button because its implication was to only skip codecs with it.
Yep.
And that's pretty much its only use. In this game, it didn't get that treatment. So you
I'm kind of glad about
for whatever reason. Yeah, I mean, it is what it is.
Makes a few things a little bit easier for us to do as well. Because I currently have it set up so my turbo is on all the face buttons, so X, circle, square, and triangle, but also the start button. And it can be useful for a few scenes here.
So now we want to just move through the plans to meet a specific person.
Oh, nice.
Which is
nice.
Which is a Navy SEAL called Liskin.
Yep.
And also, it turns out we're not Snake. We're actually called Raiden, whoever that is. But you know,
they
just kind of trolled us.
Yep. Yeah, shoutouts to B-Man, for example. Just quick word on the turbo overlay. He made great tools for us. You can see also I can actually view the in-game time in the top right corner. which is another overlay that he added alongside many other mods. So shout out to Real One Beeman who helped us make this game very accessible and also much easier for us to work with. For example, turbo on and off is a thing that we used to be only to differentiate by audio. And now we can actually have a text on screen, which is a little bit easier sometimes to tell if it's actually on or off. Oh,
although some seam crouch.
It is what it is.
Although let's be honest, some of those sound effects were really good. That
Oh yeah,
some people had.
I still don't have any sounds there.
The fun fact, what happens here in the plant section when we're riding, we actually move faster if we do cartwheels by a few frames. And so that's why I'm constantly, especially on like long stretches, just try to do cartwheels because it's a little bit faster here.
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes there are these seam crouches where the camera changes and then it gets interrupted. So that's what happened there.
Yeah, that's one of those instances going down that hallway where the cartwheels can't save you if you get seam crouched.
Yes. So now we also just met Stillman. He taught us how to defuse bombs. And there's actually the legend himself. Yeah, there's actually a cutscene you can't skip. It's like 10 minutes long. Is it 10 minutes long?
It's like 16 years. It's nobody knows how long.
Yeah, the
cutscene is 3 minutes, but I digress.
Yeah, the cutscene goes like from last week to the week before last week, basically.
Yeah.
And on New Game Plus, you can skip that cutscene. So we do play this game on New Game Plus. How to skip this cutscene. But mainly, we are now in the bomb diffuser section, so we move through every strut we have to just diffuse bombs. There's one bomb in each strut, and we just gotta take care of them. We're just going counterclockwise, which is actually a very specific route, or a very specific strat we will do.
And this alert, for example, is intentional because we want to get this ammo and don't want to slow down.
Yes.
We're going to need many boxes, so if you like the cardboard boxes in this game, well, you're going to see quite a few of them.
Yeah.
As well as some neat animation cancels, like standing with the coolants as coolant rise.
Yep.
All you got to do is go into the coolant and stand up and simultaneously hit the weapon switch button, which we have set to previous, so we'll always go back to the weapon we had previously. In this case, it's the SOCOM. And it'll skip ride and standing animation. That'll save a few frames by itself as well.
There we go. We also just froze the bomb here from behind. We don't need to walk all the way around.
The early games specifically wanted to really do love their animation cancels. There's a few in 4 that are useful, but 3 I don't think actually has any that I can think of offhand anyway. But hey, we'll see.
It's a different thing where you walk faster in the box on slopes, but that's
about it. I
I
don't know if that's an animation cancel or just a limitation on the.
It's a thing with animations, so I guess it counts.
We'll count it.
We got it. Shout out to GS3.
We'll talk about that later. Like, next run.
Exactly.
Oh no, we've been spotted again.
Yeah, but it's all part of the plan, so no problem here.
This is calculated. It's fine. Mandatory codec. Ooh, nice open.
We got spotted. Okay.
Way easier.
Sometimes if you go really fast, you do not even get spotted from the ciphers. In this instance, we got it. It's fine.
Dang.
And this next one, we actually want to have the alert come back because we want to delay the guards a little bit. So we shoot here, and then the guards will be in the door. And now I can go in my box, get out, and do a cartwheel because they opened the door for me. How nice.
Guard bowling. You need to work on your aim there, bud. There wasn't a strike.
Yep.
That's pretty much everything we do. Like, just bullying the guards and just playing around with them. Like, that's literally what we do.
Yeah.
Metal Gear IQ Guard 180, remember?
I always like to say they had a bad payday and they're not really here.
They're on strike.
Alright. Last few sets of bombs here. And every second bomb we have a codec here. We're gonna switch it up here. Sometimes we don't use turbo here. In this instance, I used the actual in-game fast forward, because if we have many pictures change back and forth, it's 1 frame faster to use the in-game fast forward rather than using the turbo. So in some instances, we don't even use turbo, even if you can. Right, so what is the conveyor belt glitch, folks? Let's hear it.
Okay, so there is a game mechanic that you can go on the conveyor belt with a box on, and it will basically fast travel you into another strut. However, that takes a long time. So with a very specific way of where we look and our positioning, we can just get on the conveyor belt early and just go into this load zone with the box like way earlier to trigger the fast travel earlier. So we don't have to wait a long time for it. I don't know how long you actually have to wait. I never did it that way. Didn't even know it until I learned the run.
Pretty sure you could make yourself a 3-course dinner and you still wouldn't be done.
You could watch an entire Stillman cutscene.
Probably. Alright, this is another intentional alert. We want to have the gods notice us on top so we can actually work here in the bottom. Quickly freeze that up.
Yeah, so what's interesting about normal is like the main category being very easy means if you get an alert in one room and you change rooms, your alert will actually disappear. On European Extreme, you wanna most people play on Game Over if Discovered, I think.
No, not game over.
Oh, that's not what I wanted to have happen.
Then you can just cancel out the alert.
Yeah.
Or
what we want to do is quickly,
starts-
we want to wait here for the evasion to turn into a caution. Okay, now that's it. Okay, it's fine, whatever. Let's move on.
We'll wing it.
Slight misjudgment of the timing.
It's fine.
Yeah, we don't want to be under evasion here normally, because then, you know, they'll walk around here and it's like, oh no, they're all in a way. Wow, he didn't see me? What?
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 Bro,
That's crazy.
that guy was underpaid.
That one was
that
underpaid
guy
for sure.
That guy was underpaid, I swear to God.
Alright, we did the same trick.
Conveyor belt here. Oh,
Try it again. You gotta look at a certain angle here.
it's a little finicky. Yeah.
And there you go, box fee.
Yay!
There you go. All
I
right.
hope
Back
the
to Friday.
elevator. I hope the
Well done.
elevator is up for you.
It won't be because I need to wait here for a moment.
Yeah, the elevator's not gonna spawn until it's at least a caution.
Yeah, it's one of the things
Unfortunate, but it
with
is what it
normal.
is.
Starting on easy and anything higher, you gotta wait out here. Oh my god, he literally just saw me.
Shh. We're good. We're good. It's 2 guards that are underpaid now. Keep track if you wish.
Yeah. All right, gotta go back quickly to have the elevator spawn in. There we go. All right. Now we can move on with the usual program. I'm gonna go down here and defuse the last bomb. That's what the timer is for. Here we go.
Yeah, we don't really care about the time because we're faster anyways, so
Peter Stillman. Can we get some rips in the chat?
Yeah, he just died.
Legend Peter Stillman.
yeah.
We barely knew him.
Poor Steeder Pillman.
All right. Anyway, we're coming over here to the bomb. We want to have a certain distance here away from it because if we are in the coolant spray and unequip it and we're too close to the water, we automatically go and take a swim. We don't want to we don't want that to happen. Christ. See, folks, this is where you need co-commentators. Sometimes the brain is just working in the speedrun mode, and I'd rather let somebody else talk. So, how about the next boss fight that we're gonna do?
This is a boss fight?
Yeah, fight in quotation marks. We're not actually gonna fight Fortune. The fight works by we can accelerate it by manipulating Fortune to destroy basically the room, and we do that by positioning ourselves with 3 punches to the right and just crouching down until she hits us. So it's not a bummer now that she hit us. We want to move to that container. I want to wait until she shoots, want to wait over here, over there. We actually just want to move around, or like not want to move around, we want to move to specific spots. So she destroys stuff of the room. Like those boxes on the top, or that Like right now we wanted to shoot the barrel, and there's the same barrel on the left side as well.
Wants to play nice on this barrel, because sometimes she can be a pain and just not want to shoot the barrel, but instead shoot the forklift that she destroyed already.
Or she will shoot you sometimes.
Perfect. Alright. That's just
There we
gonna
go.
hang out.
Yeah, it's good. It's a little bit of RNG manipulation. Basically, we just want to have her destroy all of the room and then shoot a lot. And that then forwards the fight into the next scene.
It's good to know that elevators pause time. They don't pause the in-game time. I feel gypped, you know?
Alright, can I walk around this claymore board exploding?
No.
I can't. It is what it is. I'm so bad at this one thing in the game, but I'm second on the leaderboard, so I don't care. You gotta have your flaws.
If the run was perfect, why would we run it?
Exactly. There's still lots of things for me to do, and this is one of them.
I still think you should never do a run where you get that rooftop actually right.
Just for the memes.
There's always
for the
3 time
meme.
save.
There's always 3 times save.
Yeah, it costs like 3 seconds to explode there, so it's not the worst thing in the world. You know, it's fine.
You could fall off you could fall off that one bridge later on, which never happens to me.
Oh no, not the Valeria Bridge.
The Val bridge isn't a real thing, I swear. I swear it's not real.
The Val Bridge does not exist.
Nope. Alright, we're on our way to
Okay,
the next
so-
actual boss fight, which is called Fat Man, and for that I want to prepare all my menus a little bit. Gotta be in the cooldown previews, gotta get my gun out, and also we will use the claymore that we picked up a few minutes ago.
I love this strat.
Something over there.
It just looks so hype. I mean, when it goes right. Yeah, 2 out of 3 house, come on.
We're doing everything what we can here. I tried to do a newer thing, which is a Fat Man manipulation. So we're gonna shoot him once and then defuse the first 2 bombs, and hopefully he will be in the top half. Let's see if that happens. Yep. Right, here we go.
Boom. I think this is the only difficulty we actually use that claymore on.
Ah, there we go. He's up now.
Which is interesting. Oh, nice.
And if I'm fast enough, he will do his thing now where he walks around. There you go. So this prevents him from walking away, and it's even nicer for us.
Dial points. Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah, it's a very secure way to do this fight. I really like it.
Are you just teabagging?
Yep.
Well, it is 2001 and Halo at its peak, so you know what? It's fitting.
Exactly.
Oh my.
Yeah, it can still be faster if you hunt him down a little bit, but for consistency purposes, this was really nice. Especially because he's just standing there and waiting for us.
Yeah, but that was a very good Fat Man, GG. Didn't know about the strat.
I literally just heard it on Monday from Fury UK, so he's right now in chat. Thanks, man. Good shout.
Shoutouts to Fury_UK.
The legend.
Yep.
The man, the legend.
Alright, it's time for us to get some more stuff. We gotta go into the core. So far we've been just outside. And for that, we actually gotta get a disguise. But our disguise is only halfway complete. We got the BDU, which is the enemy uniform, but now we also gotta get the AK.
Yes, which is actually in the previous strat, so in the strat F warehouse. Yes, we need that AK in combination with the BDU to blend in with the guards inside the core. Otherwise, they will basically... I think if you're at a certain distance, they will say something like, "Hey, what are you doing?" And when they get closer, they will like instantly detect you, and people will just start to raid you, and you just have to cry and try to deal with it.
Yeah, that's why we fully disguised.
I think it's weird that you're the only guard wearing sunglasses.
Yeah, they never noticed these. Yeah, I'm playing specifically on New Game Plus Plus just because I like these sunglasses. There's no real difference between New Game Plus and Plus Plus. But you know, I like it, because why not? There you go, just doing a few card beats here.
Pay attention to which panels fell out. That'll be important later.
Well, not yet, but you know.
Later, once we come back.
Later.
Generally, you do want to pay attention to what panels fall out.
Yep.
Because, yeah, some things won't return, and so won't my time save from these bridges.
Yeah, the next item that we need is the directional mic, because we gotta find a person called Ames. We don't know if it's he or she, but we know that we can find out about them by listening to the heartbeat, because they've got the pacemaker. And with the directional mic, we can actually hear for that.
Hold the door, please.
There you go. And this guy. Well, the backup guards will come after us, and they will leave the elevator alone. This whole thing with the stun was just so the elevator door stays open the whole time. So we don't need to wait for it to come back down. Alright, here we go.
Woohoo!
Time to get access. For that, we gotta get a guard to follow us here, because we don't have access with the retina scanner. So we're just gonna stand here.
Well, now, how is it going to scan your retina if your sunglasses are stuck in that position?
Also true. Yeah, we're just taking another guard for that. Get access here.
So
And here
the
comes...
story is we
Yeah, please.
have to dequip the BDU because even on PC, it takes longer to load because it has to load in the BDU. It's so weird, but it does exist. And we're going to do a little bit of a cheese in-game time strat. Old
Don't
lady
see
room.
him.
Very nice.
Yes.
The characters that appear in this
Think he's
room
up here?
depend on the time of
No,
your
he's
system,
actually
so-
about the worst position. There you go.
Wow.
So yeah, that's
So
Ames. Ames
old
is
lady room is
actually
the easiest, you know.
Ames is actually a he, I assume.
Richard Ames.
Alright,
Richard Ames.
there we go.
So yeah, and normally you wanna just walk around with the D mic and like listen to everyone's heartbeat until you find Ames. Like I don't know, Ames has like some 2014 dubstep remix as a
It's
heartbeat.
true.
Predecessor of the dubstep gun. Shoutouts to Saints Row for that.
And now we got detected, sadly, like story-wise, so we don't have our hat of the BDU anymore. So we
Looks out.
basically
Looks
need
out.
to escape. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna quickly hold up a guard here, and then while he's being held up, I'm gonna copy into the next guard, or else he will call in the alert, and then we go without the alert being refreshed, staying the entire time on the
Nice.
caution.
Oh, no.
Now we want to pay
Caution.
attention. Now we want to pay attention to what panels. Oh my god, that. Oh,
Yeah, there we go. That's what I
that-
want to have. Only 2 panels lost.
That is very good. That is very good.
Yeah, it's all
So
based on
yeah,
the movement
now-
and your timing.
So now these panels, there were 3 panels in total that fell down, and those will stay down, so they won't like
Come back again.
come back up. And depending on your movement and timing, there will be more panels falling down, or not more, you know. And yeah, depending on how you deal with it later, because you need to go over that bridge again, you might fall, and you might
Yeah,
need a lot of
the
time.
cartwheel is about 2 panels wide, a little bit more than that.
Yeah, and I had it this
So-
week already where if you do cartwheels back to back, they push you slightly forward. So you think you're still aligned, but then after a few cartwheels, you slightly move forward, and actually then the gap closes. I was actually taking my death for the first time here again on these bridges. Yeah. But let's not think about that. It's fine. We got another bridge to worry about, and that's the connecting bridge between Shell 1 and 2.
This is the fun part.
Yep.
This first sniper section.
Yeah, we gotta talk about a glitch that you have not seen me actually do. And that is called the so-called pentast trick. So if we load up a save and then eat a bunch of pentas, we have a certain timer that they stay active. And if you eat like, I don't know, 200 of them, you have like the power of 200 pentas in your blood. If you then take a continue and then start a new game, actually, the pentas will stay active still here. So I can actually aim on this difficulty without needing to use the pentas, because I haven't died yet. It only resets after you take a death and then continue.
Yeah, so this is the calm before the storm, just this bomb shooting segment. Or like, you don't shoot the bombs, you shoot like the sensors of it. Leading into one of the run killers, which is the Harrier fight after codec and cutscene now then.
Yes, the Harrier, where runs go to die for some reason. Let's see how many shots we get. 1, 3, 4, 5 shots.
Let's go.
5 shots.
Five
Well
shots.
done. The idea here is to just lock onto the Harrier as quickly as possible, as long as he's close enough within the range of
Last
the
one.
bridge here. You should be able to hit him as long as you don't open the stinger back up. Here's our dice cutscene skip shots, which is thing. Oh, look, automatic lock on. We're not even looking at it. It's fine. We love our iframes around here, so we're just going to do an animation so that he can't touch us.
Yep.
Now Papa Solidus is going to let us go out in style, which for some reason is my favorite line in the entire game. And you get to hear it every run except eat very easily. I'm not even mad.
Ideally.
Ideally, right.
Okay, one more shot to go. Not perfect, but definitely a very clean area. I just hope I get him
No,
now.
This was good.
Got it. Let's go.
Nice.
That's good.
Still very good, yeah.
Didn't even go to the missile phase, which will come up right after that one. So that was good.
Okay, so yeah, generally you're gonna just damage the Harrier every time he flies by. And now it's time for the leap of faith.
Did it.
Oh, I hate it. I hate it.
I hate
every
it
time.
also. It's so bad. Gotta take this very precise angle and timing just to not fall down accidentally, and yeah.
Jesus. I hate it every time.
Here we want to do a small trick. We want to shoot to get the first guard's attention to more of the left side. Because he is funky little question mark. He's going to check that area, and we're able to just hang, or like, what do you say? We just kind of climb.
Yeah, we're just
climb
going over there.
Yes, normally you would have to wear the BDU in order to not get detected there, but because of the trick with the shooting, we actually don't have to wear that.
Yep.
It's just a small time save, so you can also just do it with the BDU and not save like
Quick
much
example
time.
of the animation canceling. This sidle animation is stupid slow, so when we switch weapons, it just resets right in stance. And it makes things a little faster. It's a lot more useful in Twin Snakes, which is a very similar engine.
Yep.
It's not exact, but it is close, so there's very little tech that actually carries over between Twin Snakes and MGS2. Fun fact, though, Prozac skip actually does, and that genuinely surprised me.
Yep. In the beginning in Tanker, when we glitch through the door, this same trick can also save 1.5 minutes in the beginning of the Twin Snakes at the elevator, because we don't need to wait for the elevator to come down anymore. Which makes TTS objectively better than MGS1, where we need to not just wait for the elevator, but also farm alerts. There, I said it.
True.
Alright, time for some more story bits. Before we go, we're gonna get a new weapon. That is the Nikita.
It's basically a Risa, you can. It's a rocket launcher where you can control the rockets, like where they fly.
I love remote control missiles.
Yeah, that thing. And we just saw another health bar under our health bar, which was called Press. So there's actually the president in the
room
big
there.
shell.
Yep.
Yeah, in the room there. So story-wise, we need the Nikita, the remote rocket control.
Yeah, because he's hidden behind an electronic panel, and the switch for that, of course, is in the room with the president. So that's why we need the rockets to destroy this electric panel, and then we can enter the room without being shocked.
Yes.
There we go.
Sometimes it's funny because the president will see your rockets basically, and he's trying to get away from them.
Most of the time.
We're just saying he tries somehow, I guess, to get away from them, but he doesn't actually. Sometimes he just runs into them.
Yep. Alright, we got 17 stingers, so I can do this little thing. That makes it a little bit easier for us. I'm gonna take out this energy and then shoot the Nikita here through the short path, and hopefully the president will already be out of our way here.
What are you doing?
I do
Thank
find
you.
it funny that this is the only difficulty that this path is used.
Yeah, you can technically do it on European Extreme, but I think it takes 10 stingers to get through this, so it's not really worth it.
Yeah, it's not worth it at all.
And there we go. Time to meet the president.
Time to meet the president.
So far in time, I'm 14 seconds ahead of PB still, despite everything. Yeah, Yeah, my PB is 1 hour, 8 minutes, and 17 seconds, which includes the credits. For today's estimate, of course, we're going to end the game as the credits begin because they take like 9.5 minutes. And let's see, so far I'm feeling good about the run. Harry was one of the big things that can go wrong. It went quite well. Little hiccups before that, but so far a good run.
Yeah, nothing drastic, I would say.
Yep. Hey, that's not the picture I've taken. That looked way different.
I think it is. I think you're just for... I don't know, you might want to check on a dog, because I do remember you did that.
The fun fact is on PS2 Sons of Liberty, they literally take the screenshot that you used, and then later on they patched it with just a standard image. Because you can actually see when we upload the pictures to Onacon computer, they actually have also the overlays that we have active. So the Turbo On and the IGT is also out of that screenshot that we sent over to Onacon. So that's proof that's not my picture.
I haven't noticed it.
Yep. Speaking of notice, did you ever notice that swimming is really boring? I'm gonna find a way to skip it. I'll do it in this way.
I think it would be great if someone could like discover a way to like, okay, like swimming is great, but I think it would be cool if you could like swim in the air kind of thing. Like maybe someone could like do that. Like I don't. How's where you're swimming against a wall. You're swimming into a... What are you? What?
That was clean.
You just invented swimming in the air. You just invented swimming in the air.
Yeah, this is called swim glitch, where we glitch ourselves against this one corner, and then we go out of bounds like this, and then can immediately interact with the load zone trigger for Vamp 1's boss fight.
That was clean.
Okay, so this is Vamp 1.
Link, this is Vamp.
He's a boss in this game, so how would you...
I gotta redo this.
No!
Oh no!
It's not what we want to have happen.
Answer me, Jack.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, again. So this is Vamp 1. He's a boss. We wanna line ourselves up on his feet there about and shoot ourselves. And this is Vamp 1. Thanks for being a boss.
Technically a boss.
It's not really mentionable what you do there, because you literally just line up on his feet, and shoot your rockets in a rhythm.
Over and over again.
I guess that's bad. Times, that's fine.
Yeah, I lost 18 seconds on this reset, sadly. It's fine. It's not much, but it's a little bit annoying. The thing we need to remember now is I died. What did I explain earlier before we met the Harrier? Oh, my Pentest streak is certainly gone. So when we go later to the sniping segment, I have to use the Pentest again. It's unfortunate, but it's fine. I wanted this weapon. There you go. We'll make do. We'll make do. I'll practice that in case that happens, and we shouldn't lose too much time because of that. It's just like a few seconds that you save because you don't menu to this item, the Pentest, and so it's cool if you can keep it for the entire time without a single continue, but if you don't, like, it's not massive.
Yeah. That's the favorite section of every person who runs this game, which is the MIS car section. Name me one person who does not like this section.
Everyone loves this section.
Everyone loves this section. So about Emma, she can't really walk.
She exists. Emma exists, that's the thing.
Okay, so story. Emma used to swim a lot, but because she once like almost drowned as a teenager or as a child, she has no trauma of like swimming. So she doesn't want to swim, and we have to swim with her. Her legs are... They're like...
She got tranquilized and can't really move much.
Yes, she can't move much, which is the reason why she's really slow. And we need to hold her hand as we walk.
Yep.
And yeah.
Now we have to swim all the way back again. You noticed in the beginning I had to open a door. This is because we did this little swim glitch where we skipped opening the door on the other side. Doing the swim glitch, of course, saves us a bunch of time because we don't need to see the Stillman cutscene, and we don't need to open the first out of the 2 doors. And of course, there's also no codecs that play before we enter Vamp's room. That's what swim glitch saves. We still have to open the second door on our way back, so it's a little bit of a time loss coming back out. Alright, I think we've seen enough of Emma. I want to get rid of her. Do you know any trick that works to get her out of bounds, maybe? And away from us?
Well, this is a 2001 game. I'm sure there's some minor hole in a corner you can shove her into.
Let's try that.
Okay, so we also choked her through the box basically, because if we would hold her hand and would try to get her normally through there, she would just get scared and get out of there because she can't stand bugs.
Nice, first try.
Ah, there she goes. Perfect.
Oh,
Perfect. So what we did is I basically put her in the corner and placed her within a specific frame of her animation, and then she bumps, and that bump, if done precisely, puts her out of bounds, and then there's an alert starting. Of course, on non-very easy difficulty, no alert is a problem, so we're going to quickly take the elevator down and then come back up again to reset it. And now here we go. Emma is not in the beginning in the elevator, but she's actually now here at the end of the room. Also, there's like way less guards as well, saving us a bunch of time. Around 8 seconds.
Now we get to do the other free Emma bump, question mark?
Yeah, I'm going to do the actual KL zip because I practiced that as well. Same idea here. I'm going to go into the corner, grab her, like this, punch, back down, and then hopefully, if she plays nice, I can get her away. Nice, there you go.
There she goes, perfect.
yeah. So that's a really messy trick. It's a really precise thing. It can happen that it just happens though. Like it happened in my casual playthrough without a corner, without any lineup. It just happened, and I was like walking around for an hour looking where she was.
Yeah,
Just
shoutouts
for her
to
to buy-
Miss Chelsea's found this little trick by just playing the game. And it was a completely different corner. We didn't even know about this one. And then Emma was gone. We're like, okay. So far, this could only be replicated on the PC version. I tried it on all the other versions of this game. Didn't get it to work. So shoutouts to the PC version for this one, I guess. Minor time save. On very easy, it's like 15 seconds with both of them together first try. But for normal, for example, it actually saved me even more time. Because fun fact, before we took the elevator up, I was at +5 pace. Now I'm at -12 again, so 16 seconds save. Let's go.
Nice.
That's neat.
We take that.
Yeah, we like those.
At least the Shell 1 core zip is definitely more execution than luck. The KL one, the second one, that's a little bit more luck depending on how good you can align. So yeah, there we go. Time for sniping.
Yeah, this is a sniping section. It's time to do nothing for 5.5 minutes.
So if you need to go use the bathroom, grab yourself a drink, maybe make a sandwich, now is a golden opportunity.
Yeah, so we have Emma. We still have her. And
Nice one.
we have like all of those soldiers walking around, and we have actually Emma walking from pipe to pipe or whatever, or like pillar from pillar to pillar and all. And yeah, she just walks there to the end, and if she gets spotted, we will lose automatically 10 seconds. Or if we look at her, she will just fall because she's a very shy person.
Yep. You can consider her to be like a slowly moving train, and our task is to have the train running 24/7. Unlike the German Bahn, we actually make a good job of it usually, so it doesn't actually stop.
Different kinds of shots have now been fired.
Hey, we're at shots fired. We gotta do these. All right.
I honestly also wanted to go for flaming our German train system right now.
Golden opportunity. All right, on normal difficulty, as we've seen, we already have taken care of all the claymores. There's only 7 in total, 5 to the left and 2 to the right. And then for the most part, we just gotta wait here for Emma to move along these like pillar things. Each pillar comes with like 3 guards initially on normal difficulty, but starting on also there will be a 4th one coming around as she's moving around here. So let's be careful and hopefully take care of this guy quickly. Yeah, come on. I'm not using the Panthers here to actually steady my aim because I don't want to use it. Saving a few precious seconds here, not needing to menu. And for the most part, it's actually fine. I can just bend them down here like this, standing on the Emma now. All good. There you go. There's more stuff to come in.
Yeah, but like, this is the section. So like, I don't know.
Shoutouts also to second part of today's Metal Gear block. We have Nick RP Green running Metal Gear Solid 3, the sequel, of course, to this game right after my run here. And he's doing the very easy all keratins category, in case you don't know what that is. He's playing, of course, on very easy difficulty, but also he will shoot every keratin, 64 in total in the game while going through the game. And there's some very tricky ones that are easily being missed. So I wish him already much luck, and of course, big shoutouts to him as well. And Cameron, who is his commentator. I'm looking forward to see that run myself later. Alright, here we go. More people. For this one, I want to steady my aim just because it's easier, because I have to get rid of these guards very quickly as we wait here. Once again, as soon as the guards see Emma, an alert starts, and Emma will immediately sit down, and just sitting down, even if you immediately end the alert, will have like 8 seconds of a time penalty. So that's what I gotta keep the Emma train bowling.
Yeah. That's not a fun section. Like, I don't know. In that section, you can just, like, at some point, you just, I don't know, take a break, go to the toilet, drink some water, call your mom, do whatever.
Yeah, speaking of calling, Snake just called us and he offered his assistance. On normal difficulty, he's like roughly here, which is fine. On very easy, it's like just before we go to the first pillar. And if you really are lazy, on very easy, sometimes, like I do, I go in the corner, I open the scope, and then just call saying like, hey, can you do this segment for me? It costs 4 seconds. And if you're just doing a speedrun race and you can afford losing those 4 seconds, I mean, I literally do that sometimes because I don't care about this sniper segment. It takes too long to be taken serious, and I just, you know, I just don't want to deal with it sometimes.
It's just funny.
Yeah. It does.
Especially if you do it in a PB and it goes, hey, look, there's 4 seconds for free.
Yeah, I wish I had 4 seconds for free and very easy. My PB there is 1 hour, 1 minute, 54. So there's a big gap between very easy and normal difficulty, which mostly comes down to the bosses having way more health, especially the race. We have to kill way more race there. But yeah, if you want to learn this game, best time to shout them out now. Go to the Metal Gear Speedrunners, of course, on the Discord, or check out the wiki, where we have plenty of tutorials for all the difficulties, for very easy, for normal, and European Extreme. And those 3 usually cover also all the other difficulties if you want to go with them, like easy and hard, for example.
Yes, but like normal is the best one.
Normal needs more love and doesn't get enough.
I definitely agree, because I was doing very easy for the longest time since like late summer 21. And only last year then, at the end of the year, December, we did a little tournament. And I was like, okay, this is the time I want to learn normal difficulty now. And since then, I'm like, you know what? Normal is more fun. It has way more to offer for us, and it's also way more complicated sometimes. You gotta be really on your toes, versus very easy is just, yeah, go through the game fast. Which is also fun, but you know.
Shoutouts to Nick RP Green, the next runner in Theory, for putting that together.
Yep.
Oh yeah, by the way, we just fought Bam too.
Yeah, it's not even worth talking about. In both instances, what? It's not a boss.
What are you on about?
Do you do dog tags? I personally do dog tags for fun. I started doing these also at the beginning of the year because another runner of us, Bracken, formerly known as Tyler 2022, was at ESA Winter a few weeks ago. And he was doing extreme difficulty all dog tags. And so I started learning that as well, and it's a lot of fun. So I also teach that, I made tutorials for all dog tags as well. So yeah, every now and then I'll do these too. All right, now let's focus and don't die. It should be fine. There's only 2 gaps.
This is the bridge from earlier. The panels who got removed, they actually are gone. I lost like 3 or 4 runs to that bridge, which is why I called it the Val bridge now. Yeah, thanks.
There you go.
We're entering endgame.
Yes. So we're mainly done with all of the plant stuff. Technically, you could say we're leaving this area and going now to Arsenal Gear. Another Metal Gear type entity in this game here, which is just like a giant fortress you could think of.
Hasn't it? Jack the Ripper.
Is he accusing us of the Jack the Ripper murders? What?
I don't know what he's talking about.
But I thought every character in this game is like fictional and everything.
Yeah, everything is fictional. The game told me it was.
Even my oxygen meter is fictional, because this is just a like training practice. You do not need to mash here. Even if you run out of oxygen, you don't lose any health. The first one, that is.
Second one will kill you.
Yeah, you gotta react to the second one.
Yes.
Now for everyone's favorite bit in the game, the streaking
You
section.
can't keep this up. They're bound to find you.
Listen, I'll free you in a
Yes,
little
that sounds
while.
exactly what it
Brace
sounds like.
yourself.
What we're gonna do here is hold down select so we can immediately open the codec, because we can also proactively call. There we go, Rose. We don't need to wait for her to call us. I didn't know until I started speedrunning this that you can actively call her and get away even faster, which is very nice. And now we get let go. And oh my god, I'm naked! Look away, kids!
Streaking!
That's the best section this game has ever done.
Yeah, you have naked Snake and Metal Gear Solid 3, but he's not really naked. This is the real naked Snake.
This is straight up naked Snake.
That's why he's just, that's why Raiden is Snake, because he's actually naked Snake.
The real naked Snake.
Falls in his prime.
Alright, I gotta focus a little bit. Hopefully I can do this precisely. Gonna do a combo here.
So
and,
yes, this entire room runs on some kind of timer, depending on how the guards work and everything. There we just had the second leap of faith, which worked out quite well. We basically just wanna... That gap is
has cost people races in the past when we've had tournaments.
Yeah. On very easy, it's like fine, you lose just time, but starting on normal, the guards shoot you so often that you can actually die in the segment if you fall down. So we don't want that to happen.
This is where we get all of our favorite meme codecs.
Yes. So, Colonel is just trolling.
Wow, you just skipped the best one. How could you?
I'm on PB pace by 10 seconds. I'm not going to ruin this.
I'm just playing.
Here's the last one. After this one, we can immediately hold down select.
Thing if you let it play out.
There you go. Now it's time to get saved here.
Am I the only one who still finds it weird when Snake is on the left side of the codex?
I think I never thought about it.
Because he's always on the right one, except in this game.
Yeah, what I just did in the beginning was swiping once. I swiped once and that starts a little timer of 44 seconds. That's basically the game giving us tutorial time to get to know the blade. I wish we could skip this, because I don't want to waste 44 seconds literally just waiting for the game to allow me to move on. So once again, if you find any skips in this game, glitch hunters are welcome in the community as well. And we also pay them handsomely for finding tricks here.
Yeah, especially that sniping section.
Yeah, it's like 5.5 minutes.
Yeah, there's a bounty for the sniping section. It's like 2k. Was it 2k?
It's not the bounty. It's specifically a sequence break, and yes, the
like making any percent as a category.
The called for total is 2k.
Yes,
some
a lot
of
of money.
People aren't around anymore as much, so you know, I'm kind of taking that number with a grain of salt, but it's still hundreds of dollars regardless.
Oh yeah, for sure. And you can never know. We found a nice 30-second skip in the beginning of the year in MGS2. In TTS, it's like almost too soon. And yeah, these games, despite their age, they still have so many secrets for us to learn from. So let's hope everything goes well. There you go.
It just comes down to who's looking at it and how many eyes are on it. So the more eyes we get on games like this, the more we can find. There's always going to be something to find, I think.
So we did just now basically with the door, we did the same thing we did with Snake at the start, just that with Raiden you can actually just make a punch kick and it works out. This is Tango 2 skip. We will tranquilize Snake, so we just put him to sleep. We hope he has sweet dreams. We line ourselves up with a line on the ground. Or that's just where we stand. I don't know if it's actually a lineup, but what's most importantly, we wanna have all those Tengus standing in front of us when we put this coolant spray on them, and they make this gesture of I don't know, they just
wait like for us and they don't attack us at all.
Waving smoke out of your eyes. It's weird.
You know,
I think canonically the coolant spray smells.
Masks.
This is a smelling gas. This smells bad.
They don't like Febreze, I understand.
Yeah, coolant skip was something that we've been doing on consoles for a long time. On consoles, you literally just do it until the fight just randomly stops. We thought we couldn't do this on PC, but Platonicai, another great runner of this game, one of the best in the world, I want to say, found out, oh, you just do this for like a minute and 10 seconds, and then afterwards you had to kick like 2 of them. And we're just gonna get to that now. And there we go. The alert drops, and we're good to go.
Wait, it was 1 minute already?
Yes, it's already gone.
That's crazy.
It's what
Oh,
happens
wait.
when you just
Hey.
talk about it, and time will fly by.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hey, it's my favorite line, but it's not a line, it's an
It's
entire
the whole
dialogue.
monologue. Yeah, the
Swag.
choke Tengu skip is dead, and that's always fun because we used to like, you know, this was discovered by a cheater. It would turn into a fun joke, which is true though. It was discovered by a cheater.
Oh my god.
It was the one thing that they did that actually did work, which is interesting.
Wait,
Didn't know that.
actually?
It's funny.
No, the choke skip was discovered by a cheater. It's
Oh.
interesting.
Oh, there you go.
Actually?
That's a story for another time.
Oh my god.
We don't need it anymore.
Yeah, speaking of choke, let's not choke this next fight. After this whole countdown is done, where for the first time we can actually menu and don't lose time, because this is a Wi-Fi playing in the background that doesn't interrupt. We can prepare everything here, because we gotta do the race next. And from these race, I gotta fight 7 of these and kill basically just the amount of health bars worth 7 race. We're gonna see we're not actually gonna kill 7 of these. And hopefully everything goes well.
Split between life and death. You ran from it. And now
Yes, race can be a big time loss. I think on my PB I lost like 30 seconds on them.
Let's go.
Yeah, the rays are kind of a pain, but you kind of want to do them in a specific way so that you shoot their knees and then shoot their heads as they open up. I think House is going to go for something kind of a mini loop here. On European Extreme, there's a much more longer loop, and that takes a ton of focus to do correctly, let alone quickly. And that one will do that, that one will do that, and now the rays will start to jump on the stage here and try to step on you, shoot you with rockets, etc.
So just like the Harrier rays are like also run killers. I would personally say even more than Harrier, just because it's at the end of the run when you're like all overwhelmed of your time save you might have and all.
I would agree with that, especially on the higher difficulties where there are more of them. At least on very easy, there's only the 3
Yeah.
that you have to deal with. On normal, there's I forget how many. But on European Extreme, for example, there's 25 of them, or 20 of them that you have to actually kill. So, and it's just a giant
Okay.
headache. It's very entertaining for the viewer to watch. You know, this is intense. Are they going to die, etc. But for the runner, it's extremely stressful, and this just gets crazy.
Got him. Let's go.
This is pretty much what the loop looks like on all the difficulties that use it. Just
Okay,
kinda
got it. Let's
stand
go.
here and go. Perfect.
Yeah, we'll jump on stage now, which is fine.
The only thing I don't like about that loop is it's not very relatable for people who have not played the game, because I'm just sometimes like streaming my pretties on Discord or anything, and some friends who just haven't played the game were like asking me, wait, that doesn't look that impressive. And I'm like, what do you mean? Do you
That's
even
it.
know what's happening right now?
Yep.
Well done.
Not taking a single shot of damage here, and just kept them all at bay.
Clean.
the Arsenal AI.
Alright, so just one last thing, and currently on pace by 11 seconds for a PB. If this happens, I'll be very happy tonight.
Let's go. Turbo off.
Yeah, I'm doing turbo. I'm gonna do the Gremlin method of Val here.
Madness.
Oh, you can't hear it. It's fine, it's normal, it's like 16 seconds. I can literally just tap like this. And it will be enough. Like, it's fine. That's a good thing about normal. It's not that. It's not that.
It's not him I want the answers from.
Okay, so now we change from shots fired to slashes swung.
Oh, yeah?
Well, Solidus will shoot missiles at you, so we're still
I mean,
good.
Yeah, but that doesn't count.
Yeah, this is a Soul Calibur game now.
Yeah.
I wish they would
Wait.
make that. That would be awesome. Just
This is
having
the
right in
most
there.
3D fighting Soul Calibur game I've ever seen in my life.
Yep. Yep.
Okay, so now we are basically in our finals sword standoff with
Feels more
Solidus.
like Power Stone.
Solidus also has a loop. Actually, we will go for in this run now.
Does.
So we just wanna punch him. Wanna kick him. We wanna slash him only twice. Because if you would hit him a third time, he'll fall over, and we don't want that. We wanna hit him twice. Move to his other side, and basically rinse and repeat. The game basically, Solidus can't see that good on his left eye because that eye has been shot out during the Harrier fight. And
It's such a good little detail too.
Yes,
Like,
it is.
These games have so many good, fine, tiny, subtle details, and that's I think is one that most people don't realize is that Solidus does have a blind spot.
Short dash, let's go.
Ooh, good short dash, perfect. Ideally, that's what you want. Alternatively, he would have dashed to the other side of the map, and that is a waste of like 2 more seconds. Well done.
Second phase is basically the same, but just dashing over. Oh my god, let's go.
People's elbow.
Oh,
Just
We
one
got the
dash.
people's
Very
elbow.
nice.
that is great.
One dash, people's elbow. You couldn't ask for a better opening to phase 2.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's pretty much rinse, wash, repeat. It's the same.
Time is coming up, by the way.
Yeah,
on the
one last
final
step.
hit.
Let's go! PB by 10
I'm-
seconds. All right.
Let's go.
11 actually. It rounds up to 11 even. Let's go.
Do you remember this?
Let's go. So yeah, for this run we have to watch the credits. We can see in the upper left expected time 1 hour 8 minutes 6 seconds, which is, as I just said, in 11 seconds maybe. So yeah, we actually need to watch through all the credits.
That's it.
Yeah.
It's like 9.5 minutes. So it's like but it's like
It's
it's
fine.
like half a Stillman cutscene.
It's half a Stillman cut.
Only half the
All right. All right. So the good thing is, the marathon organizers, don't worry. I am locally recording. We will not actually watch the full 9.5 minutes because we gotta get ready for the next run after this one. This is being recorded. I can submit it. Don't worry. But all right.
Yay.
That's it. That's Metal Gear Solid 2, played on PC, normal difficulty. Not my best performance, but it's a PB, so I guess it's my best performance. But overall, I'm very happy how it went. I hope you all enjoyed it. And of course, shout out to Metal Gear Solid and Valeria Chan for being my co-commentators here. I had a lot of fun. I hope you did as well. And yeah, Glenn, where can people see you do your runs? What do you do for runs?
I will do so many of these games except for 3 for the most part. I don't do too much of 2 anymore, but I'm getting back into MGS1 and MGS5, the Phantom Pain. And like House said, all the games actually have tutorials on Metal Gear Speedrunners Wiki, so it's at metalgearspeedrunners.com.
Yep. Well, where can people
Or
find
just
you?
Come in the Discord.
People can find me on twitch.tv/valeriachan. I speedrun games like Metal Gear Solid 2, Metal Gear Rising sometimes. And even the 2D Metal Gear MSX, which House ran yesterday. So if you missed that and are interested in that, make sure to watch that back. And also other games like Nier Automata, Portal 2 as well, but also some casual variety content.
Yeah, my name is hau5test. Thank you everyone for watching. You can find me at twitch.tv/hau5test, doing this game and so many others of the series. My goal is to have one speedrun in every game of the series, even the weird ones like Acid. So if you want to see my journey, follow me there. And of course, as always, it was always a pleasure to be here. Thanks for watching. And of course, stay tuned for Metal Gear Solid 3 with Nick Opera Green after that. Thanks. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.